Hey everybody. Okay, so if you've been following me for a while, you'll notice that this is quite different from my usual content. For that, I apologize. However, I felt it was really important for me to talk about this subject. So, a lot of allegations have been coming out against Destery Smith, a popular YouTuber back in the early 2000s. Destery Smith was part of the emo scene, and if you go to his channel right now, you'll see that he's still rocking that look. He is known for his series called What the Fuck News. The allegations coming out against him are about sexual misconduct between him and his underage fans. Now, I was a fan of Destery Smith. I found him through Shane's channel, and when all the allegations and all of the footage came out about Shane, I was just so glad that Destery was still a good person, and to find out that he's actually a lot more like Shane than any of us thought, it breaks my heart. Because I really thought he was different. Now, I do not want to go deep into detail about all of the things that are happening. That is not the point of this video. Other people with bigger platforms have done a better job than I could, okay? So, I will link the videos down below of other people have done on this subject, like Temimi, The Hotbox, victim testimonies, all of it. Okay, I will link it down below. Please watch those videos. They're a bit long, but they are worth your time, especially if you were ever a fan of Destery Smith. I'm making this video because, despite watching all of these videos that people have done on these allegations, there's a detail that some of them have missed. It's a small detail, but I'm surprised that no one has picked up on it. When I first heard about the allegations, this is one of the things that popped into my mind, and I was like, holy shit. In hindsight, it makes so much sense. These allegations completely recontextualize this event that happened. Allow me to explain. As I said earlier, Destery Smith was very popular for his series known as What the Fuck News, where he covers news articles that are considered alarming or crazy or funny. Really just outrageous content. In one of these videos, he's talking about how the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy got cancelled on Twitter.
The other big story to come out of Comic-Con this weekend was the news that Disney fired Guardians of the Galaxy writer and director James Gunn.
Twitter. He then does this bit where he goes through his previous tweets. Destery goes through his own previous tweets and then apologizes for them in advance.
So just in case I'm ever more than just a YouTube person and I could potentially get fired because of all the dumb shit that I used to say, let's go through my old tweets and see what I might have to apologize for.
Now, the entire point of this bit is that, oh, look at these tweets, they're harmless, they mean nothing, I'm an angel. You're supposed to watch this bit and think Destery has done nothing wrong. He's apologizing for these tweets where he's really just saying nothing. And a lot of the tweets are like that, such as the one where he's saying, I like ravioli, or another one about seals or something.
Okay, so first I want to apologize. A lot of these are crass and just plain insensitive. Starting with my earliest tweet in 2009, I like ravioli. How could you, Destery? Everyone knows lasagna is superior. Shaved my armpits. Yeah, I feel like a seal. I'm very sorry for this tweet. Seals are people too.
Like, the tweets are supposed to be inoffensive, and he's apologizing for them. That's the entire point of the bit. However, in between these tweets that are supposedly inoffensive, there's one tweet in particular that I remember. It's on the screen right now. I'll give you some time to read it. Destery plays this off as a joke, as you can see here in his video.
Here's one with no context. Anyone down for sexting? And then I followed it up with, oh my bad, I meant texting. Damn, Destery, save some pussy for the rest of us. I'll have you know that no one texted me or sexted me, so this didn't work at all.
Kind of didn't sit right with me, but I brushed it off because, oh, that's just Destery, like, he's just joking around, like, of course not. And he even said in the video, no one even texted him, so it didn't mean anything. But it now has meaning, a different meaning. With the news coming out, with these allegations, I can't see that tweet in the same way. And I think my initial instincts were correct. Here's what I am going to say about this tweet. I think the reason Destery Smith included this tweet amongst all of his other inoffensive tweets was because he wanted to make it seem innocent. he wanted to make it seem as though it wasn't insidious. He wanted to downplay it, and he wanted us to be used to it. He wanted us to downplay it, so that if he made more tweets like it, or if other people found tweets like it, he could point to this video and say, oh, it means nothing. Oh, it's not what you think it is. He wanted to normalize this behavior. So that way, fans who were alarmed by it, such as me, wouldn't be alarmed by it in the future, so that he could get away with it. I think he strategically included this tweet amongst all of the other tweets that he wanted to apologize for because he wanted us to think it was okay, which is so fucking disgusting. The reason why this hits so much and the reason why I'm making this video is because I could have been one of its victims. Like, I was in the emo scene. I was the right age to be in his target demographic. I'm very lucky that I have older siblings that warned me about this kind of thing, that I knew better, that I didn't trust people online that were older than me. I knew enough to be aware and to be wary. And I think that's why I didn't become one of its victims. But if things had just been a little bit different, he could have and would have taken advantage of me. I feel so bad for all of the victims out there. You are all survivors. And what he did to you was not okay. It is not your fault. He took advantage of you. He abused your trust. He abused the power of his station, and that is deplorable. You deserve so much better, so do not blame yourself. Please come forward if you have the strength to do so. If you don't, that is okay. Just know that it was not your fault. So yeah, I've seen, as I said, I saw a lot of videos on this subject. I'm still watching all the videos that come out on this subject, but I haven't seen anybody mention this tweet or the fact that he hid it inside other tweets to make it look insuspicious, which I think is really fucking important because it's one of his tactics of manipulation. So I wanted to highlight this tweet, especially before he takes down this video that it's from, because I'm honestly surprised that he hasn't taken this video down yet, because this is a giant fucking red flag. As I said before, even when I first watched this video, before I knew about any of the allegations, I thought this was a red fucking flag. Like, giant red flag waving in the wind. But I ignored it, because I wanted to believe Destery when he said it wasn't a big deal. Even though it went against my instincts, I wanted to believe that he was the good person that I thought he was, that he pretended to be. But he lied. Destery Smith is a fucking predator. So please, watch out there, okay? Watch out for yourself, take care of yourself, and love yourself. Normal content will be coming soon. I promise. So please, go get a glass of water, drink it, have a good day. Bye.
Okay, so plot twist, we're not actually done. Allow me to explain again. So, I went and I watched the video again in order to get a bit more context and to grab some clips and screenshots. However, upon further inspection, the segment that I was talking about turns out to be a lot worse than I remembered. When I initially recorded the audio for this video, I thought that the tweets, aside from the one about the texting, were going to be fine, but it turns out that there were other tweets that he included that in hindsight are also very questionable. So I am going to show you the clips of those tweets as well. This is Destery reading his own tweets and playing them off as though they're nothing to even think about. And at the very end, I want to show you how he frames this, review of his tweets and completely ignores the sexual nature of many of them and instead comes to the conclusion that they're not something to be concerned about, which is just flagrantly wrong. It is a misrepresentation of his content. And he's doing it on purpose, so that way his audience has this idea of who he is that does not accurately reflect his character. Alright, let's get into the video clips. First, let's see the ones of the other questionable tweets.
Don't like my nipples being touched, in all caps. That's still true, but I don't know why I need to tell my followers about that. I'm very sorry for that tweet. It was too much information. I was way out of it. I got a bachelor's degree in baby making. Winky face, bow chicka chicka. Why did I tweet this? I'm tired of extra virgin olive oil. Can someone hook me up with some obscenely slutty olive oil? I call masturbation pulling an Anakin Skywalker because of all the younglings I'm killing.
Alright, now I want to show you his justification at the end and how it is a complete misrepresentation of the content you just saw in the video clips.
Well, as much as I tried to dig up dirt about myself, it seems that my Twitter in my past used to just be me comparing smells around the house, magic cards and food, subtweets about my current relationship, that was a popular one, and also my lack of sleep. And it's not to say that my current tweets are any better, it's just that I try not to tweet as much anymore because of that reason.
The way he just described what you just saw does not line up. He's playing it off as though there was nothing weird in the tweets that he reviewed from his account. But there definitely was. And he just played it off as though it meant nothing. At the time, he got away with it. But with hindsight, the tweets we saw are a lot more questionable. And I don't think he should be allowed to get away with this. It hurts to know that a YouTuber that I thought was so kind and funny, that I honestly kind of looked up to, is this kind of person. And again, I implore you to go watch the videos other YouTubers have made on this content, on this series of allegations. It is worth your time. Again, I will probably post the links in a comment on this video, but they will definitely be in the description. Please go watch those videos for the full context, okay? For real this time. For real this time. I'm signing off. Take care and stay safe.